Hello, hello, hello. Amnesia. Darkest of Descents. We're back, and we're heading into this new area after we spent a whole bunch of time getting our socks absolutely drenched. And I'm talking soaked through. Fungi is starting to grow. We're gonna get gangrene is what's gonna happen. Anyways, here we are. Some kind of chapel, I suppose. Is possible. Just pick a direction and go.
August 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
Is that what you did? Murdered a bunch of people to stave off death? Two levels on the top floor not working. It is probably some problem with the machinery. I gotcha. Let's try another door. This is a long way down. Tinder boxes, oil, lamp oil, rope, bombs. I've got 27. I can afford to use a few. If you want it, it's yours, my friend.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander?
Yes.
Soon, I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
Laboratory. I mean, obviously, right? And we don't have anything to pry that off yet. Is there a crowbar? Something of the sort? Oh. This is lovely. A torture chamber. Hello, my good sir. Are you okay? Ow. Yes? Alright.
Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be?
Oh, you're the guy in the flashback.
Daniel? Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say? You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an awl. He has one. That's That's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but against my hole. It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke my hole, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken hole and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak matter, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
Okay. An orb is needed to enter the inner sanctum. Its shattered pieces lie scattered in the torture rooms. Okay, so we have to use an...
I hate to bother you further, but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Weyer, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help me. A recipe for some sort of potion. A tonic to free me from this husk of mine.
A grip by the dying man seeks a note written by a man named Johann Weyer. Well, if he's being tortured by Monsieur Alexander, he's probably a decent enough guy. Are we over from here? Okay. Heavy door is blocking the path. No orb. Orb? Just blood, no orb. I am looking for the sphericals. Sphericals? Puzzle pieces? No? Nothing but tinder boxes in here. Weird mist.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
Alright. No orbs here. No sign of orbs. We have meat though. That's concerning. Chancel. We have the meats. That usually entails feeding it to something. hurt you. Alright, fake door. Well, I don't see nobody.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
What's up with that? Did something spawn behind me?
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
I think you're starting to drink the Kool-Aid. Is this why Daniel decided to forego his mind? It's possible. They're hiding these pretty well now. I don't think I picked up every single one, but it's alright. You don't need to. I guess, not the way. Must find another path. Maybe the right side. Shattered orb. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident of Wilhelm made me most impetuous. Fearing a paucity of prisoners, I proceeded to the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I have tried everything, but have of yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? Don't think that's Daniel who wrote that. Alexander probably? Possibly. I'm looking for tinder boxes. Here's one. geometry of a potentially sinister kind. Ooh. I stare at the geometry. Don't think it'd do me much good. Oh, this looks delightful. Some kind of ritual chamber. Don't think there's much else to it. That's where we came from. So now we only have this path.
Do whatever it takes.
That ain't normal. Pedestal is a smooth hemispherical depression at the top. Alright, I guess when we have the orb, we put it in there. Alright. I guess we come back here later then.
Is this ill time witnessing then? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
Yeah, I think Alexander's back there. We have yet to find him.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
Well, that's just not nice now, is it? I'm assuming the tower is for gluing the orb back together. Hey, I missed this. So we need to find something else. But we got a bunch of things we need to do now. I'll light some other torches along the way, just to make it easier to see. Well, just that one will do. Alright. Actually, yeah, we'll light this one, so that's the way forward. And hey, and a well-hidden one. Sun won't budge. What's fake? Alright, only one way forward. Can't move that wheel. Okay, there aren't actually that many ways forward then. Interesting. Guess that means whatever we're looking for is further up. Or maybe? I don't know. Don't think that's working. Let's find a tool.
Was there something else? What lever? Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it.
Oh, okay. Are you hungry, my man? Everybody doesn't need that. What about this? Oops. Oh, I meant to give him a health thing.
Who, me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important, you know. Baron Alexander has sustained my soul in this dead heart for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume.
Sounds like a bad time. Okay, the other rooms. Do you mean the rooms in the next
Our
area?
things coming. Alexander is quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient.
Alright, those doors need to be opened by the big machine, I think. You didn't have a particularly good time in here, did you? Sounds like you did many terrible things. I'm gonna start fighting some of these. Looking for machine parts, but I don't find any. I don't think they're in this area. That's the way to the next area, so they're probably further back then.
Ah, you again. Why me? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Breyer. You never heard of Johann Breyer? My God, boy. He's probably the greatest man in history. And you don't know him? Or is it the world has forgotten?
Probably the latter. Alright, just in case it was like a jiggle it around puzzle. You know, these puzzles have started getting a little more obtuse as we've gone along. Just a little. Alright, we gotta start following where the pipes are going then. Again. I don't think that helps me that much. That one's a fake door. Yeah. this is just blocked off. Well, at this point I guess I probably need to physics something open. At least I assume so. Guess we'll try that. I'll grab this. We gotta chuck something at the wall. Not the wall, I mean the door. Actually, not that door, hang on. Maybe this door first. But yeah. I don't know what I expected. I have plenty of tools that could probably get through wood. I'm just not picking them up.
How are things coming? There was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that. Is it so wrong?
Yeah, it's definitely the pipes leading down here. Let's follow the pipes. They go into the wall though.
The shadow. It's close now.
No pipes on this side. Yeah, unless I'm totally missing stuff, I got nothing.
How are things coming? I found a Mithrai box. Land which had not been planted. Do you know Mithrais is? I suppose it doesn't matter. It is an old faith, building temples out of caverns. The dark walls being the universe, and inside are its followers. Humans watching the sky slowly turn. But the followers do have one thing to allow them a real sense of connection to creation. The orbs.
He's giving us the lore. Meanwhile, I can't figure out this puzzle. Alright chat, I've been wandering around for like 10 minutes now. I think it's okay if I look up what exactly we're trying to do here.
Not many orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves, or break, then used by an uninitiated. I was lucky. The orb I found spared my life and returned to where I found it. I know because Alexander took it and brought it to Brandenburg.
You can stare at a grip
was a
of
brave man and dared to proceed where I did not. He unearthed a number of cavern temples and gathered a whole collection of orbs. But unlike every other finder since the fall of the Mithraean faith, he was able to unshackle the harm you and I connected with the orbs. He used them and was able to travel far and wide, beyond the world itself.
It sounds vaguely Cthulhu-esque. No, Lovecraft-esque also, I think. Also, I'm trying to think of the word.
Me, powerful. Not the way I hoped for. I've done all that I can to escape this prison. But now, I use all my strength merely to stay alive.
The lore is fascinating, but
My pupil, Johann Weyer, said he'd found a way to take me with him beyond the stars. But I was too afraid to come along. Silly. And now, all I can do is regret it. I've always hoped Weyer would return and give me a second chance. But so does Alexander. That's why he keeps me here. as a hostage, hoping Vaya will reveal himself.
Alright.
You're a good boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Yes, yes, I do. But I'm figuring it out.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
Yes, yes, I hear you. I am trying to figure this out. Alright. Is a hatch near Agrippa?
You're a good boy, Daniel, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Oh. Is that it? Wow, that's really well hidden. Is that the only thing we need to do? Really?
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
Yes, I heard you. Thank you. Is that really it, though? Just gotta open that hatch. Cause damn, that was really hidden. Sneaky, sneaky. Putting something into the ceiling. I mean, I probably would have found it eventually. But... oof. That still wasn't it. Jump and pull the cock. Wait, we weren't done with that. Dios míos. We're doing a lot of backtracking today. Yeah, I think my general rule of thumb is if I'm stuck on a puzzle for more than 10 minutes, that's probably around the time I'm gonna start looking it up. In the interest of getting things moving.
Ah, you get it. You're a good boy, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
What, do I gotta stack something?
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
Put something on the table so I can jump up here.
You're a good boy, and I appreciate your company. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Alright.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around. You're a good boy, Daniel.
He's starting to repeat his lines.
But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Yes, yes, I do. Like getting into this area.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
Yeesh, that is really hidden.
You're a good boy, Daniel. And I appreciate your company. But I believe you have...
I wonder how many people will find that naturally. Well, I guess, yeah, if you do find a hatch, your instinct might be to try and hop up there. Because this game doesn't use the physics hopping, like physics puzzle hopping that often, so sometimes you forget that that's a thing you can do. But fair enough, I guess. Other way.
You have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Yell at me all you want.
How are things coming? You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
Have to look around, I guess. Transit. Sounds like there's something in the water. Do we gotta like put the meat on this? Something is pulling the rope. As we all know, every good game has a fishing minigame. Bone is covered in mucus. Every good game has a fishing minigame.
She deserved it, that little bitch.
Transept. Ah.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
You do horrible, nasty things to people. I see. These are the torture chambers, then. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted, and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Well, that seems absolutely lovely. We got a nice diagram of what we were doing, too. Friend Daniel, I don't think what you did was kosher. Yeah, probably not. Oh, that's just nasty. Alright. Getting the flashbacks. The rapist hanged upside down, his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged himself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The man stepped back and waited for the victim to dream. Well, yeah, that's not very nice. Bit overkill.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man. It was an accident.
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault. Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Right. 3 orb pieces.
No, please. Do anything. Whatever you want. Anything. Do anything. I'm innocent.
What do you do to people on this one? The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. So he's innocent then. Tortured and killed an innocent man, did you? Alright. Anything up here then? It's a really tight staircase. It's a little bit of a tight fit. Don't mind if I do. It's probably the puzzle item. Oil. Olive oil. My sanity is crystal clear. I've never felt better. Just making sure. Is it you, my love, I miss the most, or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountaintop. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are, therefore, to restrain while the victim is still dazed, proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then to continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it will trigger itself into greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses if possible, with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood of its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. You do nasty stuff. Okay. We won't stay together. Alright. I think this means we have all the pieces of orb at this point. So So we can just... Yeah, I think we're done in this area. We can just go back. There is the other door, though.
How are things coming? You seem to have found all the ore pieces used in the transfer. Go to the choir and find the rest.
Alright, got it. So down this side then. The remaining ore pieces can be found in the choir. I don't think we'll be coming to this room too often, so no need to light it. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time but by anguish. You know, I'm beginning to think Alexander isn't actually human. Alright, he might be a great old one or something, the way that these memories have been talking. Agrippa channels Weir. Weir taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Weir claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but he needs me to give him Agrippa first so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part of him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen the deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Weir told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tempter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tempter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word of these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Karnak. I will have to address Weir with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. Okay. Well, as far as that goes, I have this ingredient. I'll look for the others, though. Acquire, eh?
August 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines. Paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. Now you see. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
This entire thing is like a cutscene, or interactive cutscene.
Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Eldritch Horrors. Daniel, you didn't do... Yeah. You didn't do very nice things down here, did you? I don't think there's any way to sugarcoat it. You did some pretty messed up things. After the man had to kill the prisoner, the ritual began. Oh. Oh. Well, I don't have a needle. Guess I need to find one. Or wait, are you bleeding? Are you bleeding? Yeah, not yet. Into the main hall.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
This place is huge, bro.
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly but within 10, so the rope secured around his legs stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in the final act of mercy. It is missing a rope. Do I attach it here? No. Do I use the hammer here? I think this might just be for show. It's probably not part of a puzzle. There's a hammer here though. Check this room. This place is heckin' huge though. There's almost certainly stuff lurking around in here. I'm just hugging the wall until I find everything. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, it's the Minotaur people. It's foggy as heck, so I assume they can't see me very well. It's the other side. Maybe I should start lighting torches just so like I have a better idea of where exactly I'm going. Should be possible to break open. Okay. It's the poison gland, that's one of the ingredients we need. Oh no. Not the bronze bow. This one's not pleasant. The traitor did not know what to think of the brass bow as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. The screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument which was the bow's head. Outside, the man could hear the brazen bow bellow. And we can light it up too. Yeah, I think we won't. It's probably best if we don't. I assume if we hug the walls we'll find all the rooms in this area eventually anyway. Yeah, I can't see much even with the lantern. Fog's too strong. Eh. Fair enough. They've been very restrained about those up to this point. I flinched. I'll admit it, I flinched. The forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and begun to leak. That's... yeah, it's nasty. There's a piece of oak. I hope I didn't miss any though. Because if I have to backtrack to the other rooms, that's gonna be a pain. At least I hope all the torture rooms are on this side. Or the relevant ones. You could get very easily lost in a place like this. Okay, we've looped our way back around to the entrance. Let me just make sure. I guess I'll just make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, because I don't want to go all the way back. Nope, I missed them. There were all pieces in the other rooms. Good thing I made a check, yeah? Otherwise we'd have run all the way back there and then realized, nope, we missed stuff. We didn't look around hard enough in those torture rooms. Alright, once more. Ah, should have paid more attention. They were signposting it. Those areas of the weird glow. Simple as that. Oh. Gotta hustle. Yeah, that guy consistently spawns once we go in there. Alright, where in this map is the... there it is. Now we can go back. Alright, might be a little slower since I'm going one full round again, but if we stick to the wall we won't get lost at least, so I'm sticking to it. The exit is somewhere along this wall. There we go. Okay, now we have everything we need. Yes, I think so. Wait, the fellas are gone. Well, one thing at a time first, I guess.
Dad, good to see you. Incredible. You found Vaya's recipe. There might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another world. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate, Daniel. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Vaya describes.
Okay.
And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save me.
Paralyzer. We have the fungi. Vitae and okay, we have Tempter. We have the Paralyzer. But we don't have the Vitae.
I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vaya's tonic before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to save me. Please, my fate is in your hands.
Alright, let me just check where I'm supposed to get the blood because I think whatever it is, we might have missed it. It's in the transept. Is it in the transept? No. Just making absolutely sure. Oil barrel. Got the meat. Uh-huh. Okay, it is in the transept, I think. We're just missing one ingredient, and yeah, I didn't want to wander around all over the map just to find it. So let's do a quick one. Grate covers a drainage pipe. Yeah, there we go. And then find a way to lower the vessel to collect the blood. Merge that. There we go. Glass jar of blood. That's the last ingredient we're missing. Yeah, that would have definitely taken me a while to find. I mean, I know it is illuminated, so we would have been able to find it eventually if we ran all the way back here. It's a long way back, you know. Okay, now we have all the ingredients and all the odd parts. I think we're good to go. Just need to find the workbench, which I presume is at that desk down the further up there.
I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right.
The substance needs to be purified first.
To ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vire's tonic before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to save him.
Well, I did get the ingredients.
Please, my fate is in your hands.
You can try and merge them. The tonic has been made with care. Okay, yeah, alright. Go to the desk first, I assume. Off to the left, I believe, from what I remember. Oh. Ow! Jesus. Oh, that's not very nice now, is it? Wait, was it scripted? Is that scripted? Oh, it was scripted. Okay, fair enough.
You had me worried. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do with you. I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture? It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you. Friend?
I have a metal bar. What do you want me to use it on? Is there a weak spot in the wall? Aha. What am I grabbing? Oof. Well, we'll do a quick scavenging run before we leave, I guess. A bucket. I assume that is important and necessary for something or other. Why do you want me to grab this? Oh, that was— I think that's the bed frame underneath. Last prisoner note. There is little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of these last few days. If I am fortunate, I will fall asleep and time will pass without effort. I have begun to wean myself of my prison. When I first arrived, I felt like I was being buried inside a tomb, but now I feel the closed walls comforting me. As long as I am in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped the key down the pipes. It gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape if only I could somehow reach it from here. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches, in return of all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers. In my dreams. Nah, it's just sad now. That's the cell I busted out of. Well, I assume I need to use the bucket. Because why else would they give it to us? Bucket of water. Oh, is that for purifying the blood? It might be. Anyways. Find a key to open the door leading out of the area. Alright. Given... There's a key in the pipe where it can't be reached. Alright, yeah. I figured as much, that's what they said. Do I still have string? Or do you want me to fill the pipe with water? So that it flows out. Ah. Something vague is chasing us. I don't think we have enough time to look back at it. It's always the water. Alright, we made it. Escape from the clutches of the vague earthquake monster. I presume.
Of August, 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me and I fear for my life more than ever. Just outside Altstadt lies a small settlement. Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children. The coach went there. Our visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting the others. As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children. We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
How many people have you killed, Daniel? Oh no, we don't have the bucket anymore. The jam's coming out of the walls again. Ow. No, nothing this way. Just had to make sure. That one's blocked off. No, I think we have to go through there. Oh jeez, it's actually really dark. Alright, I'll keep the lantern on for a bit.
Dad, I thought I'd lost you. The castle trembled and I could hear the chancel collapse. The laboratory might be accessible now.
Ah.
What are you doing? Time is running short.
Is it in here? Is this the laboratory? Bone saw. Ah, stuff is wibbly wobbly. Won't budge. Just the other side. Alright, back to the chancel then, I guess.
What are you doing? Time is running short.
I hear you, I hear you. You're blocking the way too. Does he despawn? Can I get in there now? Nope, nope, he's still here. How far back do I have to go to despawn yet? Come on, really? Alright, I'll deload and reload the area, heck it. think that is a laboratory, right? Unless I went past it. Where was the lab? I think I went too far, actually. Yeah, I think I missed the lab. The lab's further back. I remember now, yeah, there was a locked door. There was a locked door on the upper floor.
What are you doing? Time is running short.
Which we missed. Yeah, there it is. Here we go. Alright. Glass jar of blood. What should I use on this? This? Blood needs to be purified or putting anything else in it. Well, we just try one by one, I guess. Maybe this one? Go. Incomplete tonic. Alright. Then we... this here, I guess. And then the mushrooms, I presume. Eating the gland will not extract the poison. Then... this one? Ah. Okay. Chemistry. Then... ah. Oh, it's a press. I see.
Pay attention. First, feed me the tonic, and then use the saw to remove my head. As the
Are you
tonic
sure?
begins to work, you'll be able to cut off my head without taking my life. Then, take my head and bring it with you. As you enter the gate, Alexander is opening into inner sanctum. What do you mean? Why wouldn't you enter the gate? We can't argue now. You need to act.
Okay. Now.
You should hurry, Daniel. Quickly, off! With the head.
Off with the head. The severed head of a crippler. Alright. Guess we have everything we need now. So they want me to send him in, let him open the gate and then send him in, right? We can do that. Now if only that asshole has despawned because he always gets in my way. Are you still wandering about? Have you gone? Oh yeah, he's gone.
10th of August, 1839. I cannot believe what I have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down and... what is her life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent. But to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
You're realizing, huh? Well, he came to his senses at the end, I guess. That's why he's trying to redeem himself. Is there any reason why we came down here? Or are we just... hang on. We're merging it now. Or was it just a pedestal? Are we just trying to get to the pedestal? Oh, I guess the only reason we needed to duck down there was to get the note. Ow. Alright, here we go. Orb. Orb. No. Orb. 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 And orb. Behold the orb. Ow. Not yet then. The orb but does not by itself remove the barrier. Something must be done in the machinery. The one back there. No, I guess we do have to go to the other room. You want me to stop the machinery? Throw something in there to jam up the works. Yeet. Oh, that was the idea. Alright, bar. Iron bar. No? Something bigger. Like how big? Like a rock? There are some rocks up here. Maybe a box. I did have the right idea though, apparently. Not strong enough to jam the machinery. Yeah, it's gonna have to be a rock. Oh, come on now. What are you, attracted by the sound of breaking gears? We gotta like juke him around in this room. Or like just wait a little bit. He's gone.
Get away! You shouldn't do that!
Ah, crud. What are we even supposed to do at a time like this? Despawn him? Ow. I don't know how to deal with this particular bridge monster. The blaze is narrow and I can't juke him. Guess just take the death. Then just go straight ahead. Yeah, I wonder how people actually juke that guy. Seems a little tough. Oh, the way forward is open. There we go, in a sanctum. Hello, Monsieur Alexander. We have come to kill you. I am pulling random levers. I am not sure if it's necessary. Was it necessary? I don't think I should have stabbed myself.
19th of August, 1839. It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination. Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer, a monster. And now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
Hey, don't poke yourself again. Door will not open. Okay, maybe we do have to poke ourselves again. Alright. Touch the pointy. Well, we're towards the end anyway, so... Still. No, it's stuck in the open position. That one's lit. Does it have to be both at the same time? I don't know. You need me to light all the candles. No, we've touched that already. We don't need to do it again. Burn all the tinder boxes. Alright, if you could just tilt your head back up. You'll be fine.
Ritual.
Orb chamber. Alright, so we gotta remember, let him open the portal, and then chuck the head in.
I was wondering if you were going to show up. I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
Well, I gotta let you open the portal first though, so how you doing? You're butt naked. Portal is not open yet. Alright. How long we gotta wait here? Are we just gonna stare at each other awkwardly for a bit until this thing properly coalesces? Kind of awkward. So yeah, what do you want me to do? I guess I just wait patiently.
Do you see it?
There we go.
A whole other world. Isn't it beautiful? I can finally return home.
Yoink. Not yet? Alright. The portal will be open very soon. I will just get the head ready.
But you, I am Solitaire. You were made to enter. You are still tainted.
Yoink.
No, you fool! You have ruined us!
So, I don't know, should we have done that? There's probably multiple endings, I guess, right? Depending on what you do at the end. Oh.
There he is. Do you see him, Vaya? He deserves so much more. Please, help him. I know you can. Don't worry, Daniel. It will be all right.
How did we do it? Are we safe? Have we found redemption? I guess we did. Alright, Amnesia the Dark Descent. ODN 314. Not sure if that's meaning anything. Alright, yeah, that was fun. Can we see the other endings? Yeah, I guess we can see the other endings real quick, so...
I was wondering if you were going to show up. I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands.
I guess if we can shove this over?
Is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts.
Or am I supposed
But
to knock it
hardly
over?
applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
I can also just let him go in, I guess. Yeah, actually, yeah, there's one more. We could probably just let him go and see what happens. It'll take him a while. Okay, yeah, we do just pull the pylons back for the other ending. But since we've already waited this long... Yeah, since this is right at the end, I don't mind. We can sit here and watch all the endings. Yeah, I'm assuming rescuing Agrippa is like the golden ending, since you have to go out of your way to do extra stuff. I have amnesia. Why are we dark and descending? Because a creepy old naked man is trying to teleport into another dimension. I know it sounds weird, but this is exactly what is happening. And we're about to let him. I presume. And after that, we'll see what happens if we pull his carefully created magic stuff rods down. And then funny things will happen, I presume.
Do you see it? A whole other world. Oh, isn't it beautiful? I can finally return home.
Yeah, but it's definitely a little sus.
But you, I am Solitaire. You will be able to enter. You are still tainted, branded by the shadow. It will consume you either way.
Well, in he goes.
Please, let me go.
Uh-oh, bad ending. Remember Semper, thank you for the follow. The weight of your sins have caught up with you.
I'll never tell you.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a bad ending.
Thank you, my friend. Your sacrifice won't be forgotten. You will be celebrated forever.
Bad ending. Okay, one more ending we have here. Okay, I'm not sure what those codes are at the bottom were. Because I assume that was the bad ending. And then we have, yeah, we got golden ending and bad ending, so now good slash neutral, I guess.
I was wondering if you were going to show up.
Oh, it.
I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands.
Yoink, 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 yoink,
Is
yoink.
everything nice and clear now? Am
Oh,
I
it.
the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts. But
Am I doing it right?
are you so blind that you see no good
sideways.
in me or evil in Agrippa?
Nah. Trying to pull the pylon over. Do I gotta grab it at the base? Jiggling it back and forth. How do I yoink this? Maybe this one? How do I do this? I gotta push, I gotta rock it back and forth, okay. Am I moving it? Ah. Hang on. I gotta look this up. Am I doing this wrong? Gotta move with WASD. Oh, that's kind of specific. It's rocking.
No, don't do that. I realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I take such extreme measures to save your life? Maybe I'm saving mine too.
Alright, so the key to knocking these over is actually to mash the direction keys.
Stop it, Daniel. You are ruining it. We are so close, I beg you.
How about now?
I'm
All right.
just like you, Daniel.
There we go.
You killed us both.
I'll see you in hell, old man. Yeah, alright, so I didn't realize this until the
It was
end,
my greatest triumph,
but you have to press and hold
and
the
I
button.
never looked back. You think I was afraid, fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary. I knew it was my purgatory. Hellfire made to wash away my sins.
We stumbled our way out of the castle.
There's no denying the things I've done, but I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
Yeah, I actually like that ending. Like, it's the most fitting for the horror theme, I suppose. The bittersweet ending. The man is still haunted, but he did the right thing in the end, so on and so forth. All right, that was fun. Definitely a very atmospheric horror game. I think it still holds up very well in the atmosphere department. Some of the puzzles are a little jank. I'd say some of them didn't age particularly well. There's a little bit of pixel hunting involved. But overall, God, this game came out in 2010. It's 13 years later. Yeah, I think it holds up pretty well for first time trying it. That was a fun, spooky experience. So we are done with the main game at this point, but there is a free extra campaign, Amnesia Justine. So we'll do that in another session, I think. It's not that long, so we might have to find another short horror game to pair with it or something. Or some other activity. We'll see what we feel like doing. But yeah, we'll come back another time. We'll finish up Amnesia Justine, and then yeah, I guess we will move on to another spooky game for the month. Probably Alien Isolation, I think. So yeah, we've got that to look forward to. Right, thank you for joining me, everybody. Checking out this old but gold game. I will see you in the next stream. Peace.